Okay, so today's groove is basically just a simple funk groove. Kind of has a bit more of a, I guess, drum and bass or a bit more electronic vibe when you do it faster. So it's really cool. It sounds awesome at a high tempo, but it sounds really cool at a medium to sort of slow tempo as well, and it's a lot of fun to play. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get to the kit and get to it. Okay, so today's video lesson is based on a very simple funk groove that you just heard there at the start. Very simple to learn. Really, if you've been playing a little while, it's simple to get into straight away. And I'll break it down, and this is a really simple guide to getting it to sound really nice. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, I'll just get straight into it on the kit. So we want to get down quarter notes on the hat, and I'll do this little breakdown for you, which you should practice repetitiously, just to get a really nice vibe for the quiet notes on the snare drum. Okay, so and you can do that at any tempo you want to. Just take your time, do it really slow. You'll hear me say this in probably every video I do. Get it clean. It's not about it's not about speed. It's about getting the tempo clean, and then you build it up from there. And just, that way you're nice and relaxed, and it always sounds really good. Okay, so the next stage of this will be adding the other parts to it, which pretty much the part at the start there that we've just done is probably the hardest bit, I reckon. So once we put it all together, I'll add another part so we can sort of get a bit of a repetitious vibe on that, and then we'll complete the groove. I'll do that a little bit slower. Okay, so the last part we've got to add here is the backbeat, and you're already playing the last hi-hat, so that makes it pretty easy from here where we set it up to finish the groove. So the last bit is pretty much now we just put a snare drum in with our hi-hat and a hi-hat. So I'll play that part for you. Okay, so for those of you who aren't too sure what I'm playing there on the snare drum for that backbeat, playing a rim shot. Most of you probably know what that is, but some of you don't. So I'll just quickly demonstrate that for you. Okay, so what a rim shot is basically just you're hitting the rim of the snare drum and the center of the snare drum to get a really big loud accent. Now, you don't have to do that. If you want, you can just play right in the middle of the snare with a nice loud hit. But for those of you that want to try this, it's a really good thing to incorporate in your playing, because later on, this really helps for getting that really solid backbeat, especially if you're playing music like rock and roll or heavy metal or anything really. It's useful in everything, funk, the whole lot, jazz. But yeah, anyway, so now I'm going to play the whole thing again. I'll play it slow a couple of times, and then I'll speed it back up again. Okay, so I hope that was pretty easy for you to break down. And yeah, don't forget, Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.